All right, all right. This is Mike, aka Unbotherable on Twitter. Mike here on Facebook, and I am with my best homie from hell, no, middle school,
Middle school.
Senae,
Jeez.
and we are the Blanime podcast. This is our first episode, so y'all gonna have to bear with us. We're beginners to the shit. We love anime and we love discussing it, giving hot takes, and basically talking shit the entire time. So the real shit, like we just like to give our opinions and go from there. We don't consider ourselves experts at all. I think we consider ourselves just anime lovers, and we really like to discuss it or whatnot. So a little bit about me, kind of give us a little intro going in about it. I just like most people, I think I started, messing with anime from the beginning when I was probably 8, 9 years old. When you really didn't even know you were watching anime, you thought you were just watching cartoons, but it was really anime. And then flash forward to Senae, what do you think? Probably about 2016 when we started the group.
Yeah, it's been about 2 years now.
Yeah, it's probably been about 2 years. So Senae started a group on Facebook, which I can't even remember what we first called it.
The first name was for anime lovers.
Okay,
that's what I put because that shit was whack. But that was the only name I could come up with.
Yeah. And Senae created a group and she added me to it, and I was like, oh yeah, for sure, I'm in this group because this is I'm all about this. So. And then I think eventually, we changed the name to it to Blanime because we're black. The group was basically based on people of color that watch anime and love anime, and so we ended up changing the name to Blanime,
which was all Mike. Just for the record, that was all Mike's idea.
I threw a suggestion and it kind of stuck. So but Nace definitely created the group, and I just tried to chime in when I could help. So we ended up creating a group, and so I think now we have like 250 people.
We knocking 300 now.
We're in the 300s now. Oh shit.
Yeah, for real. I know at least 270.
Oh, okay. I know it's grown a lot, like, especially like within the past year. The more people are on there talking, the more people I see people follow requests and try to get in there and everything. So if you have Facebook, definitely search Blanime, and we will definitely add you to it. The more the merrier, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, it was just a bunch of us, that we would post our anime memes. We would discuss upcoming series that we want to watch and past series that we loved, and that we just want to talk about. And hey, do you fuck with this anime? Or hey, I hate this one because of this. We talk about everything.
Different debates.
Exactly, different debates.
It gets ugly sometimes.
For sure, and as it should, And, sometimes I'll stir the pot and say some shit just to get a rise.
Troll. Straight trolling.
Might be considered trolling. I don't know, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean that's basically how we got started, and then so flash forward to 2018, I saw this one couple that started an anime podcast, and I sent it to Senae, and excuse me, I want to shout them out because they're great, and I listened to Strange Quirk for Anime. That's their podcast, and please listen to them and subscribe to them as well because they're great. That couple, they started doing a podcast on anime and everything, and they put a lot of insights into a lot of things, and they taught me a lot of things, especially like specifics to anime that I wouldn't even have thought about. And so they kind of inspired me, and I sent it over to Senae. I was like, hey, Senae, we need to do this too. Like, this is pretty dope. And so we finally put it all together and got this podcast going, and we want to try to be consistent and deliver something new and something funny and something you can kind of enjoy yourself to every week. So that's pretty much how this got started. Nate, you got anything?
No. What I do have, Mike shouted me out. I appreciate that. That's my boy. Like you said, we've been rocking since. I mean, I wouldn't say toddler diaper, but we rock like 4 flats on a Cadillac.
Like homeroom middle school Maddox, like
parents are taking us to
the banquet. Yeah,
the banquets. Yes, my dad still posts pictures about that.
Yes,
but like Mike said, we do have the Twitter account, which is Blanime Podcast.
Podcast, yeah.
Yes, my personal Twitter is @_Senae. Facebook Senae Dillard. That's Senae Senae. Like Mike said, the way we've connected with anime, it's a circle of us, and we literally call ourselves the circle. And all of our friends watch anime, and it's just funny how it's brought us closer.
Yep.
As you could say. I would think it brought us closer.
For sure. Because, I mean, you really don't realize how many people that you know, that you've been knowing in person forever, that you've been knowing on Facebook forever, and be like, oh, shit, yeah, I watch My Hero Academia too. Like, yeah, that shit's dope,
Right, and then
find out about people like that.
Exactly, and how, like Mike was saying, the group got started. It was a couple years ago. One day, I was on Facebook, and I made a post about anime, and a classmate of ours from high school had made a kind of negative comment about anime, and I'm like, bro, a lot of black people watch anime, you tripping. So I made another post and was like, hey, if I start an anime group for people of color or anime lovers in general, who would join it? And like 40 people at that time was like, I'll get in it. I actually watch anime. I'm like, oh, bet. Okay, like there's more people out there that watch anime than you think. I don't care if you're 25, 35, black, white, Chinese, Asian, whatever, people like anime. So I was like, okay, well, we'll start the group, kind of base it towards people of color, because it seems like people kind of look down on it a little bit. And I wouldn't say in our community, but I kind of feel like our age group, some people, kind of think it's, I don't know what they think, because it's amazing. But we started the group, and we started getting a lot of run in it. So we decided that, like Mike said, we decided to do the podcast. He seen the idea from somebody else. We knew we could do it, and now we're here for you guys.
And that's the thing. Like, a lot of people don't even realize that they fuck with anime until after fact, because a lot of the popular culture has references to anime. So I guarantee you, I can name me your favorite rapper, and I can find you an anime reference in one of their songs. A lot of the funniest people that you know on social media reference anime. Like, it's out there, and I don't think it gets the credit that it deserves.
No, it doesn't. You're right.
It doesn't, yeah. But it's all good. Like, we like what we like. It's better than watching BET Uncut. Like I said, we just try to represent, and it's just something we enjoy, that we like talking about, especially like I said, we talk shit. So
this is the perfect thing for us.
Definitely, for sure. But yeah, I mean, that's just basically how we kind of got it going. A little introduction to us. Oh yeah, on Twitter I am unbotherable. I was just flat out unbotherable, but I got suspended for allegedly trolling. So allegedly
was
yes. So it's spelled out unbotherable, but instead of it being an L at the end, it's a number 1 for an L. So I'm probably gonna get suspended again eventually. I'm ready for it. It is what it is. Y'all
follow him on Twitter. One of the funniest people on Black Twitter that you can find. Seriously.
Oh man, don't put these high expectations for me, because if I tweet something and a joke don't land, they're gonna be like, hey, Senae said you was funny, but you kind of trash, bro. Like, I don't want that pressure.
Boy, compared to somebody.
Yeah, matter of fact, yeah, Nae's a troll, because her Kevin Gates meme I'm sure people have ran across it now by this point. She's spot on.
Why my dad said he seen it and didn't know it was me. He was like, "Oh, I seen that on Facebook. I didn't realize that was your picture right there." Bro, so, Dad, you looked at it and liked it and laughed, and you didn't know it was me?
If my mom ever say, "Oh yeah, I seen that meme and it was me," I'm deleting my shit because I don't want my social media like to ever leak into my family. Like I don't want to go to the family reunion and be like, "Oh yeah, we saw your meme about eating ass." I don't want that to be out there, okay? So
but see, that's why Twitter is, yes. Twitter is like one, facts. One place you can actually just kind of do your thing. On Twitter, on Facebook, you have to be a little more holier than thou.
Yeah, Facebook can show your first and last name. So
everything. I didn't think that, just for the record, that meme wasn't supposed to blow. I literally posted that and woke up the next day and my notifications on all social media platforms was in shambles.
And it be like that, yeah.
Yes, because you went viral a few times on Twitter.
And that shit is annoying as fuck. Yes. I don't want you niggas talking to me all day.
And I don't need your opinion. I really don't want to see your opinion about what I said because it's not.
But your shit was great because nobody could agree with it. So it was dead on. That nigga looked like Guy Fieri. Real talk. It's not even up for debate. Like,
to this day, I still have people. Every day I have at least one retweet and one like. No lie. And I'm like, bro, why are y'all just now seeing this 2 weeks later?
I'd have to mute it though. But yeah, that's just how we are. We like talking shit. We like laughing. We try to be ourselves and if we're funny, if you think we're funny, while we're being ourselves, that's just really how we are and how we've always been. But yeah, this is just the introductory episode. So what we really wanted to do for this episode is just kind of talk about. We're gonna give you our top 5 a piece for which anime kind of inspired us to kind of keep watching it. And like really say like, hey, this is dope. Like I need to watch more stuff like this. And what really put us on and go from there.
Our anime story.
Yes. Exactly. So yeah, this is gonna. So this isn't our top 5 all-time list. This is not anything of the sort. This is our list where we're like, yeah, this is kind of what put us on. This is what made us like anime in the first place. So a lot of these aren't in my top 10 right now. Top 15 maybe. Yeah, it's not happening. Yeah, so, but yeah, like I said, this is just kind of what put us on, like what we started watching. Everybody, at some point, if you were a kid, your ass watched Toonami, and Toonami was all anime.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Why people try to play like they ain't never seen no anime.
Exactly. Saturday morning cartoons where your ass will wake up at 7. Niggas really, we were waking up at 7 a.m.
One Saturday morning.
and getting a bowl of cereal and watching cartoons the whole day. Up to like noon.
And kids don't know that now.
Oh God, I feel bad.
They're so far removed from real life.
Yeah, that's why niggas like Boom Gang is out there right now because there's not enough cartoons. But yeah, I guess I can start off the whole list thing. I'm gonna start at number 5 on my list. And kind of, go over what it was, kind of like a little summary of what it was about, and when it dropped, back in the day. So, this one y'all might remember from Toonami. It came out in 2001. Yeah. So I would have been 10 or 11 whenever I started watching it. It was Zoid's Chaotic Century, and so. Basically, it was one of the animes where it was 2D and it was 3D. So some scenes, would be the 3D creatures or Zoids rather, and some scenes would be the regular anime 2D. And so what that was about, which was kind of it was dope to me because it was a transition from 3D to 2D. But basically, there were machine creatures called Zoids, which had their own artificial intelligence and everything, and there was a group called the Blitz Team, and they would deploy themselves out to stop people from stealing Zords or stop people from committing crime. And the special Zord, the main Zord of the series was called Jaeger. And basically what happened was, they found the main character found him. I really can't remember his name right now, but he found him, and he could interchange his fighting style. And so
God, I really feel like I didn't watch that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I don't remember.
I'm gonna show you the picture of it, but like it was one of those ones where like if you didn't see it, it was on nothing else. It wasn't like on. Oh no! It wasn't on the Saturday morning cartoons. It was. I think
it was really straight.
It was really straight like on Toonami. And if you missed it on Toonami, you just didn't see it.
Watch that.
Yeah, and so I don't know. This one kind of stuck with me because I remember it, and I don't know why I can't remember the main character's name, but it was really dope. And so yeah, like I said, he would deploy and go fight people, and and like I said, it was just a good all around fun anime. It wasn't it wasn't any graphic. It was on Toonami, so it wasn't like there was no ecchi, meaning there was no big ridiculous anime titties or nothing like that. There was nothing like that.
Ooh, I didn't start noticing that shit till I started really watching.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that on a different episode. But yeah, yeah, that was a pretty fun, for as a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, however I was when the time I watched it. But it was pretty dope. It was pretty cool. But yeah, Nate, what's your number 5?
Oh, because the way my list is set up. So, I ain't going to lie to you, Mike. Because the way my list is set up, I put 5. I'm not going to say they're in any order. So, I'm going to throw that disclaimer out there. They're not in any order.
They don't have to be in order. Yeah, just go. What's your 5?
I'm going to give... The first one I put on here was Sailor Moon.
Oh, shit. Yeah, everybody.
Sailor Moon. Yeah, I was just going to say, that was... I mean, bro, if you didn't watch Sailor Moon... Again, like Mike said, if you didn't know, especially at that age, Sailor Moon, I know I was 4 or 5 watching that. So I didn't know that's what it was. I just thought it was a cartoon and it was something that was appealing to me. But yeah, Sailor Moon was my stuff back in the mid 90s.
I got beef for Sailor Moon and yeah. I do. I got beef with Sailor Moon, and this is why. All right, so I definitely seen a few episodes of Sailor Moon when I was a kid, and the whole and I noticed this shit was weird when I was a kid. That's why I was like, I don't know why the niggas watch this shit. So the whole little Sailor Force or whatever, they're probably like 14, 15 years old. These are little girls or whatever, but they're superheroes or whatever. So what fucked me up about Sailor Moon was the nigga, the tuxedo nigga.
Yeah, boy.
That nigga was like 19, 20 years old, and he was trying to, I don't know if he was. I really don't remember the detail. All I know is that nigga was with Sailor Moon or whatever. And I'm like, bro.
Kelly?
Yes. Yes. I'm like, bro, you have a job, bro. You too old.
Was they really doing it like that then?
They wasn't, but Japanese culture, that shit's kind of normal.
Yeah,
they some freaks.
Yeah, because they're like adults at like 11, 12.
Right, and then every character in anime is like 15.
Yeah,
or some
I was
shit,
just gonna say between like 12 and 15 maybe.
But I was like, bro, what? Y'all know that we see how tall this nigga is compared to everybody else. He's not no 15-year-old nigga. That nigga was like 20. And if I'm wrong, tell me, at me and tell me I'm wrong and explain to me, because I remember what the fuck I saw. All right.
I didn't even understand that then. See, that's what, Lord.
I remember this when I was little. I was like, bro, chill.
Yo, that done messed my head up, because I know I was just watching it because I was like, yeah. I want the Sailor Moon outfit.
You don't really...
I want the half moon thing that she had. I just want to be.
As a kid, you don't, but I just, and this is me. This is way before the Me Too shit and all that shit. But that I was like, bro, this nigga's too old, bro. I'm like, bro, you too old. We're kids. Why are you here? So yeah, I've always had beef with Sailor Moon and that whole series because of that nigga. Maybe not the Sailor Moon Force or whatever the fuck they were called.
Right.
But that tuxedo pedo nigga.
Yo, I need to go back and actually rewatch some of these that like the ones that are on my list, other than one, but because I watched that faithfully. But I really need to go back and watch some of the ones I have on here because I haven't watched them like that since that time. Because once you get into it, you already know you start opening up to different ones and you start paying attention get start talking to different people. The ones that got you started, you put them on the back burner. So I definitely have to go back and pay attention because that didn't even, and I know exactly who you're talking about. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what, he didn't really fit in, but
go pay attention. I'm pretty sure that nigga wasn't in school with the rest of them, but go look at the shit and please just like tell me, please tell me I'm wrong, so that way I'm wrong and that nigga wasn't out here, trying to get in with the high school chicks. Like, just tell, please.
Oh, with that nigga that like had just graduated and still came back,
bro,
for the class, the underclassmen that he still knew, but he didn't go off to school. It's always like
that
one.
19, 20-year-old nigga that hang out around the high school. Like, get your old ass out and get a job, nigga. What are you doing here?
That's him.
There's no more credits for you to get here, fam.
That's him. That's what it sounds like. This dude. I'm gonna go back and watch Sailor Moon.
Please do. Please tell me I'm wrong, because I remember it.
Ooh, that just kind of messed my head up, because like I said, I haven't watched Sailor Moon. I know. Ooh, we getting old, bro. Why we getting old? Because I was going to say, I know I ain't watched Sailor Moon in almost 20 years. And if we're only 28.
And if I'm right, the Sailor Moon high better stay out my mentions too, because I don't want no parts of y'all niggas. If y'all like Sailor Moon, cool. I just don't like that tuxedo.
Bro, but who's really still watching? I mean, okay, let me take, because before I say that,
Sailor Moon got following.
They do, but who is really like gonna come at us about Sailor Moon?
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
If you come at me over Sailor Moon in 2019, go fuck yourself, because I don't care.
Right, because they stopped making episodes for Sailor Moon.
No, they rebooted that shit.
They did reboot.
Yeah, they rebooted.
Well, for the original one, they stopped making episodes 20 plus years ago.
Yeah.
So, my gosh, that sounds so bad.
I don't want to talk to niggas about Sailor Moon.
No. I'm not gonna argue with you about Sailor Moon either. So, like I said, that was my coming of age anime.
Yeah.
That was
it's
really
cool. It's definitely cool. It's definitely
that was literally my first one. I will say my second one would be Pokemon.
Okay, so that's your 4.
Yes.
Okay, bet.
And I traded Pokemon cards. I was actually really good. I guess I can put them Pokemon and Digimon. But when I was living with my grandparents in Iowa, I was the Pokemon queen. I was taking niggas' cards. I thought I was Ash for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I thought just for a second, I thought I was Ash. So Pokemon, again, not knowing that was anime, Pokemon was really big in the 90s.
It was.
Like the cards, trading, all that stuff. And when I moved to Texas, Digimon was starting to come about.
Facts.
And I was really cold at Boy, when I say I was taking niggas' cards at Joe Wilson, bro. I was eating before class started.
I definitely stole a Pokemon card in the barbershop as a kid. I definitely stole one. I definitely stole a War Turtle. So if you remember me stealing that War Turtle, I'm sorry. I'm a different person now. All right.
Almost died.
I'm not that little kid no more, but I definitely stole a Pokemon card before. Yeah, no, that Pokemon was probably the most popping thing ever at that time period.
It was. I would say the late 90s. If you wasn't, and then how it rebooted with Pokemon Go.
Oh, shit.
Had our asses out there looking for Pokemon.
My old ass was definitely out here. We're walking around the goddamn park.
I was pushing kids out the way, bro. You too young for this.
Yeah, move.
Like,
fam.
move, bro. On God, like, for real.
What was dope about Pokemon was the show was cool, the card game was cool, but then it branched off into video games. Mm-hmm. And so every nigga was asking for, let me get a Game Boy because I'm trying to play that Pokemon Red.
Yes.
That was.
You just took me back to like 2000.
Yeah, no, that was dope. Yeah, that was a dope period. Cause
I
Game
think
Boy,
that was probably the first anime. I think that transition, what you're talking about, as far as like the Game Boys and all that, that was the first game to do it.
Yeah,
it really was. If I remember, like you said, if I remember correctly, that was the first game I can remember.
Cause when
I
they dropped,
was it DS back then? The Game Boy, but
yeah,
was
Game Boy. Yeah, what you talking about DS? You talking about the other?
Yeah, because you know they
SP.
started SP. Well, see, I might have been behind.
So no, it was Game Boy was the first one. Then it was Game Boy Color.
I had a Game Boy Color. I had
Game
a purple
Boy
one.
Color
Oh, I had a
was the first one I
purple
had,
one.
yeah.
And I had the Pokemon game. That's the only ones I
remember.
had. And maybe a Mario game. Cause,
Then it was Game Boy Advance, and then it was Game Boy SP, and then those are the last Game Boys I remember. Then I think the DSs and shit start coming out.
Oh, that's where, yeah. So I had the second one because I had a purple one, but I had a Pokemon game.
I had 3
and
Game
Mario.
Boys. Yeah, I definitely had the Color, the Advance, and the SP, for sure,
That's
for
crazy.
sure.
Damn, bro, we really telling her again. We're only 28. I'll be 28 on Sunday. Mike just turned 28
I've been 28
in September.
for a few months now. I feel 82, so real shit.
It's just crazy because you start taking. Because we're in 2019. It's like, damn, was that shit really that long ago?
That shit,
and it really was that long ago.
20 years ago, fam.
Easy, 20 years ago.
20 whole ass years.
20 plus at that, honestly, if you want to be real.
Ooh, shit, man. All right, chill out, fam. Hey.
Because I'm looking at these animes, because like when I was looking at Sailor Moon a little bit earlier. I'm like, bro, 91? Bro, I was born in 91. Y'all started this hoe in 91?
Right.
What?
No, that shit was like a lot of this shit that we have appreciation for. It started was in the 90s with anime.
That's
like
why the
one
90s.
of the most famous animes of all time is Akira, and I want to say, if I remember correctly, Akira came out in like 89.
I was just gonna say that came out in like the very late 80s.
Yeah, I want to say it was 89 when that came out, and yeah, so that shit's been here forever.
That's crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
people didn't even know what they were watching back then.
For sure, they definitely didn't. They definitely didn't.
I bet you we could agree for one of these 5 that got us started.
Nothing
but the GOAT, but Dragon Ball Z.
That's
that's
definitely on my 5. Yeah, I'm not gonna go. That's not my 4. We're gonna definitely get to Dragon Ball Z for sure. Because any niggas.
Oh, is that not your? Oh.
It's not. No, I'm definitely giving Dragon Ball Z more credit than number 4.
See, I was gonna say again. My disclaimer is mine is not in any order. It's not. I'm not gonna put it.
Right. Yeah, mine is.
Mike is a little more organized than I am.
Believe me, I'm definitely not. I'm definitely not as organized as her, but I'm definitely giving Dragon Ball Z. I'm not even gonna say when, but it's definitely not 4 or 5. Yeah. So for me, and you did the perfect segue for having Pokemon at 4. For me, I had at 4. I had Digimon.
Which is and that's what man.
Hand in hand, and Digimon's card game I think was trash.
You thought that was trash, bro?
I really.
When I say I was eating niggas up at Joe Wilson, bro. When I
with
say
Digimon,
bro, no lie, it was a dude that lived across the street from me. Jacob, if you're listening, you still my nigga. I still think about you. I still talk about you, bro. You gave me all the tools I needed to take everybody's cards. After I ate breakfast in the morning and we would sit in the gym before they released us to go to the homeroom or whatever, I was eating niggas up in Digimon. When I say eating them up, like I had them mad. Like they would call the teacher over there, and at one point they told us we couldn't even have our cards out no more. I was eating niggas up in Digimon.
In the card game?
Yes, bro.
Let me look at this.
I can't tell you how to play now. I can't tell you how to play now.
Because
look, this is probably like 02. This is like 02, bro.
Like.
They very similar to Pokemon cards. Not. Let me take that back. You could tell the difference, but as far as I don't even remember if the game, because it's been so long since I played. But when I say I knew everything about every card, I had somehow because I was eating niggas up because I was taking their high cards because I knew how to play. Boy, I had people sick. My mom was like, "You can't play no more." It got to the point where the young man across the street, my mom told him he couldn't even come over as much because because we would sit outside for 3 or 4 hours playing Digimon, and bro, because you didn't go to Joe Wilson.
Yeah,
Jacob, he was very nice guy. He didn't have a lot of friends, but I befriended him. He lived across the street. He would come over every day. His mom used to be like, "Man, thank you for letting your daughter play with my son because he doesn't have a lot of friends and they have a common ground, and obviously he likes coming up.
Was he our age? Mm-hmm. Oh, he went to school with us?
I don't remember if he ended up at the middle school with us. I know he went to. I don't know if he went to Blanime either though, cause you went to West, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to West.
I don't know if he ended up at Permenter. I really can't tell you. Like right now, off the top of my head, I don't think so, cause Permenter was a long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
So I can't. I think he did though. I think he did. I'll give a description off air.
Yeah.
Just in case he ever hears this.
Oh God,
I hope he's doing
I just
okay,
googled
though.
these cards, and I never seen a Digimon card in real life because I.
You boy,
oh God,
are you serious?
Oh God, nobody ever played Digimon the
Are
card.
you serious, bro? Well, we was lame. We was lame at Joe Wilson because when I say every morning we was playing, and then it became a rule we couldn't get our Digimon cards out, bro. Just like I had my Pokemon cards in a binder with my little slide.
Yeah.
On my Digimon, when I say I was getting in trouble. I was making niggas mad because I was taking their cards and I was eating niggas up every day.
God.
Because Jacob, basically, he was like my mentor. I might as well say he was my mentor, my Digimon mentor, because that nigga taught me all the ropes, bro, and I was eating them up.
Done. I've never in all my day.
I played Digimon more than I played Pokemon cards.
What?
Definitely.
If we going off cards, it was the more important card game was Yu-Gi-Oh. And I definitely got my ass busted in Yu-Gi-Oh a few times.
I was cold at Yu-Gi-Oh. Damn.
I would have been cold, but my mom wouldn't buy me cards all the time. So niggas would pull out the trap cards that I hadn't seen yet. I'm like, oh damn, when the episode drop? I ain't seen that.
Yu-Gi-Oh was so nice.
That was the best card game for sure.
It definitely was. You know what's crazy? I never really watched Yu-Gi-Oh though. I knew how to play the
Yu-Gi-Oh
game.
was dope as a kid. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh was definitely dope. He was basically the Deku before Deku, because unless this nigga changed to the Pharaoh, he was trash. So he was basically and if Deku didn't have a quirk, trash, useless. So yeah, but the Yu-Gi-Oh card game was definitely
Yu-Gi-Oh.
We definitely got told we couldn't have them cards out at school. For those back in the day, yeah.
Boy, that you.
You know how
Yu-Gi-Oh too.
You remember Julian Johnson from high school?
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Oh, he went to West.
Yeah, he went to West. Yes. And me and him used to be out there on them Yu-Gi-Ohs, and he used to bust my ass in Yu-Gi-Oh. There's nothing I could do about it. That nigga was good.
Mike Jones, if you listening to this now. You just heard what Mike said.
You owe me a fade for whooping my ass in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, never mind. Let me take that back.
Not like a brotherly fade. You my nigga.
Yeah, bro. You know what? I guess I could have. I can't change. I'm not changing my list now, but like I said, I didn't even watch Yu-Gi-Oh. I played the card game, but I never watched Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think a lot of niggas probably played the card game and didn't even watch the shit. You probably just on because that was the popping shit. Like after Pokemon kind of like lost
died down, yeah.
That was the next thing, and niggas was on Yu-Gi-Oh heavy.
Yeah, and them cards was high.
Facts.
Low key. My mama, every time I went to the store, I was trying to get some type of card. No,
Facts.
ma'am.
That was like back in the day when the time where your mom's in the grocery store checking out and everything. You just
and them hoes was right there by the candy,
and you just like kind of slide them bitches on there like okay.
It's like who the fuck put this in my in the basket?
You gotta wait till she trying to get her card out her purse and slide that bitch on there real quick.
My mama always noticed.
Damn, yeah.
Yo, no lie, Davion stole some. Ooh, I shouldn't put his name. Anyway, Davion stole some Pokemon cards. One day,
done.
Put them in his pocket. When he got home, bringing the groceries in, them hoes fell out. And my mom, because my mama already told him he couldn't get them. So when they fell out his pocket, she was like, "What the fuck is that?" He was like, "I don't know." So he picked them up and put them back in his pocket. She's like, "I'm gonna beat your ass," because you know how my mama is. She's like, "I'm gonna beat your ass."
That's definitely an ass whooping I would have.
But there was a holographic card in there, so shout out to him.
No, real shit, yeah. No, real shit. If you telling me if I'm getting an ass whooping over a blue eyes white dragon, I'll take that ass whooping.
Look,
listen. Listen,
look,
cause I'm gonna take the ass whooping, but she not gonna make me take him back to the store.
Exactly, because that look bad on you, not me. So I get to keep them eventually. Because what you gonna do with them?
And I'm spanking niggas' asses like, no, yo, I have this blue eyes, like it's on site with this blue eyes. It's nothing.
And that was a rare card.
Facts.
Very
so now there's a few cards I would have definitely took an ass whooping over. But we done dove off into Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, but yeah, Digimon was my number 4. Which is essentially Pokemon's little brother.
Yeah. Agreed.
Instead of they could evolve and then go back down to their normal little tiny size, but it was damn near the same thing. It was pretty dope. If you don't know about Digimon, I'm not about to explain Digimon, but
yeah, that's something you gonna have to go back and watch
everybody has at least heard of Digimon back in the day. So yeah,
if you're in our generation, our age group, I would think.
And did you know that they brought it back?
No.
So like the original characters from like the very first season, because they did a lot of
reboots.
They did a lot of seasons,
whatever you want to call
that shit got trashed as it went through. But
yes, it
no,
did.
they brought back the original characters from the first season and made a 6-part like movies basically. With them they're a little bit older, so it's not like they're still kids, but they're a little bit older, and they brought that shit back. And I have a few of those movies downloaded, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Like, yeah.
Really? Okay. Well,
they're pretty good.
That might be
yeah,
something
I'm gonna drop those. I'm gonna drop those in the group and ask if anybody has seen them besides myself. Yeah, but they're cool. They're definitely cool, and it's kind of nostalgic to see them a little bit older when we were watching them.
We were like all the same age type shit.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. What was it? Yeah, like I said, it's about 6 movies, but yeah, it's pretty dope. But yeah, that was my number 4. What you got next?
Ooh.
It's not in order, so just.
Yeah, again, mine is the disclaimer. I'm gonna put, because I kind of put Pokemon, Digimon. I wouldn't say together, but they kind of go hand in hand, like Mike said. So if I were to go up, I would say these last 2, I kind of would say was like an order. So Dragon Ball Z is definitely number 2 on my list.
Facts.
I mean, again, I was a little older when I started paying attention to Dragon Ball Z and watching it. When Toonami was on, how can I put this? I wouldn't say that, I don't know how to word this. I didn't know, I still didn't know it was anime, but when I was watching it, I didn't get to watch it every night, and I didn't necessarily watch it in order then. So it was just, I would catch episodes and I'm like, yo, this is dope, I like this. But when you're in middle school, high school, and you're trying to find yourself, or you're trying to be in the cool, popular, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In that area, it's not popular to watch anime. Probably now it's a little bit different, but when we were in high school, it wasn't, especially to be a girl and to be black. So it was like, you got like 3 strikes against you watching anime, and anytime I brought it up, it was like, bro, you watching that? You watching Toonami, bro? What? They're like, why I can't watch Uncut? Because I'm not into the shit I see on Uncut, and I'm not watching, what was that, BET Midnight Love? Right before Peter Popoff came on and shit. Like, so it was something I kept to myself for a long time. But Dragon Ball Z was probably the one I watched the most consistently in that middle school, high school age.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? And just to kind of make it even, I'm gonna go ahead and put Dragon Ball / Dragon Ball Z at my number 3, so we can kind of like bounce off each other. Yeah. So yeah, Dragon Ball was the very first series where he was a kid and he didn't know what the fuck he was. He didn't know he was an alien. Bust his head open and lost his memory, and then became a good kid. Like, Goku has a very long story, especially it's a very complicated story, especially since we're gonna find out more about his origin story next week when that movie drops.
Bruh, speaking of that, are we going to watch that? Because some people in the group asked, like, hey, we going to watch it in Arlington?
Y'all let me know when
I'm
and
just
where,
putting
and
all our
I'm there.
little information. We're not really in Arlington. We're in Arlington, Virginia.
I'm fucking no. Listen,
in case.
if niggas want to try me when I'm about to watch Dragon Ball Super, come up to Arlington, wherever we're at. I'm cool with it. I'm with the shits because you're not gonna interrupt me watching this movie, okay? I'm going to see Broly, and if you make me act like Broly, I'm gonna act like Broly, okay? Because I want to see my shit.
That shit gonna be lit.
I've been waiting for this for a long time.
No, really, I feel like most of our adult life, if not all of it.
No, facts. Like, no, real shit. At 28, I'll fight niggas over anime. No, and that's just where I'm at. I don't have patience anymore. Really.
Right, like, it's no talking about it no more.
It's on site, like, hey, listen, I'm here. Call me childish. I'll fight you. But no, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z definitely deserve high credits because they didn't need a card game. No. They didn't need video games, although their PlayStation games were fire. And any first off, any nigga that played Budokai back in the day knows how dope that shit was. That was like, okay, all right, we about to get off Tekken. Let's get on this Budokai, and it's on. Like, yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, niggas was real mad and salty over getting their ass whooped in Budokai back in the day. Yeah. But Budokai Tenkaichi, or however you pronounce that, yeah, those are games back in the day. But no, Dragon Ball definitely deserves high respects.
Yes.
Especially from me, like, as one of the ones that kind of put me on the shit, because I'm like, okay, this story is crazy.
And honestly, I feel like Dragon Ball Z more, and I would say a little bit even more Dragon Ball Z, because that's what you hear a lot of people reference now in this time. When people realize what anime was, that's the one that everybody reverts back to. Honestly, right. Like people who aren't necessarily anime heads or anime lovers or watch it often, or they just catch it every now and then, or they realize like, whoa, I did kind of watch anime a little bit there. They always revert back to Dragon Ball Z.
Facts.
Yeah, honestly, they do.
And Dragon Ball Z is the anime that you may not be an anime fan, but I guarantee you
gotta respect its greatness.
Exactly. So you might not be out here watching everything out here subbed. You might not be out here watching every manga or reading every manga rather. But Dragon Ball Z is one of the ones that has like respect across all levels. Because even like I know for a fact, Dez Bryant is a Dragon Ball Z fan. I know that for a fact. He is. He loves Dragon Ball Z. You can go pull tweets. Dez is a Dragon Ball Z fan. Go look it up. And I've never seen him talk about any other anime, but anybody with sense will give Dragon Ball Z its respect.
Or else.
Facts. Facts.
Or else.
Like it's one of those special animes that have aged really well because
yes, it has.
I think Dragon Ball Z.
I would say I wouldn't say 3 generations, but right now I would definitely say between 2 generations. Our generation and this generation, we don't have kids, so I would say like these kids, our age group's kids, they watch Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
So I would say they definitely, like you said, they've aged well and they've stayed relevant. I guess that's
definitely stayed relevant because I think Dragon Ball Z dropped in the 90s. No,
late 90s.
I think it was late 90s. Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is a lot older than people give it credit. No. Excuse me, I lied. Dragon Ball Z dropped in 89.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Boy's older than us.
Dragon Ball Z dropped in 89, so it was way really before its time.
And it's crazy because I feel like people didn't notice it, or it didn't touch into the States till the late 90s, early
exactly,
2000s.
Yeah.
So that's really what it was
people,
probably another 10 years before we actually.
Facts, yeah. People in Japan were probably on Dragon Ball Z.
They always ahead of us.
Of course, it's their shit. It's their shit. They better be ahead of me, shit. But yeah, no, that dropped in 89. Dragon Ball Z, so I can't even imagine if I need to look up and see how old Dragon Ball is.
Boy, that mug probably go back to late 70s, early 80s.
Fucking, I'm about to look. Let me see.
Ugh.
Dragon Ball dropped in 86. That's crazy.
Ew, my boyfriend was born in 86.
Don't do Derek. Don't do Derek like that. Don't do Derek like that.
So he a Giants fan though.
Derek is my nigga outside of his football team. Derek has a trash football team that he supports, but other than that, he's a stand-up guy. So yeah, shout outs to Derek. That's my nigga. And just his twin is a Cowboys fan, so it's kind of like he is too. He just in
the DNA technically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yo, 86. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But like you said, it didn't touch here late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, yeah.
So we was 15 years behind by the time, well, I wouldn't say behind, but by the time it touched the States, we are the generation to push anime.
For sure.
Definitely the generation to push anime.
For sure, because once shit start hitting the States, that's a whole nother ball game because, like, whenever they start doing dubs.
Oh, yo.
That grabs a whole different audience because a lot of niggas. I'm not even about to get into the sub dub debate, but
that's a lot of niggas
podcast. would not give a fuck about anime if they had to read subtitles.
Exactly, that's very true. I was gonna say that's another podcast, probably really soon. We'll address it. Yes, definitely address that because a lot of people, I'm gonna skip. So I'm gonna go back to my last. I wouldn't say technically, I guess, because I did say DBZ was probably my number 2. So my number 1. Now, when I explain this, it's gonna be kind of like a 2-part. And when I say this, after probably 10th, 11th grade, I did like a hiatus from anime. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when I kind of got back into it, there was 2 of them that got me back into it. The first one was Evangelion. I don't know if you ever watched.
I've definitely.
Hey, that hoe was lit.
I definitely heard of it. Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. Was that on Netflix at one point?
If it was, I'm sick to my stomach that I didn't get to rewatch it.
I feel like it will. I definitely.
And it might have been that one. Kind of got me going back again because somebody I went to school with, a guy on the boys basketball team who was in the anime. Him and his brother had put me back on. I was like, well, bro, I watched a little anime. You know what I'm saying? So he told me about it, and that's what kind of got me going again. And then Death Note, which Death Note go for me when you know me. Right, that's my shit. That's gonna be on any list I ever have in anything that has anime to do, involved in it. So I did the Evangelion thing, finished school, came back home, and Death Note became the topic of discussion. And when I went back and watched it, that's what opened the door back for me again to continue to watch anime consistently and look into more animes and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I would say technically my number 1 would be Evangelion. All of them, because there's a couple different ones. It's 2.0 and all that, and then Death Note. Okay.
I respect it. So, all right. So I guess I got next. Let me see.
Got top the list.
So what are we at? 2 and 3 or 3?
Oh, well, really, you could probably go 2, 3, 2, and 1. Well, cause you put DBZ at.
I put DBZ at 3.
So you can do your 2 and 1.
Yeah. All right.
Cause I pretty much did my 2 and 1.
Cause what I said Zoe's, DBZ, and I did Digimon. Okay. Yeah. Bet. All right. Bet. So number 2. Now. I know my Toonami people gonna definitely fuck with me on this one. Inuyasha.
Oh God, Mike. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
I told Derek if we ever had kids, bro, my daughter's name is gonna be Kagome, and that nigga said no. That nigga said no, ma'am, and I was like, yes, sir,
maybe
bro.
A middle name,
I want her name to be Kagome, and I think I actually looked it up. I think it means basket weaver.
Basket weaver. Nah, fam, that ain't it then.
But it's such a pretty name, and she was annoying as fuck to me personally. I was like, bitch, I would have let your ass die a few times.
Done. That was his chick though.
It was. He had such a infatuate. Man.
Because
the anime
she was a
love stories
reincarnation of what's her name? Damn, what was the girl's name that she was reincarnated of?
I can't remember right now because for us to do these, to give you guys this great content every week, sometimes, we have to have adult beverages involved. So right now, I can't tell you who she was.
We got Google. We ain't Kikyo.
It was
Kikyo was who she was reincarnated of. Yeah, so yeah, no.
Kagome is a pretty name. Fuck that. My daughter's name gonna be Kagome.
I
think, bro, that name don't
as
sound
a first
like
name.
Kagome. People naming they kids way worse.
No, did you see that tweet today? Somebody showed their ID. Their name was A Blessing, and the middle name was The Miracle. Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember that? Oh, I don't want to tell. Anyway, we went to school with this girl named Very Special.
Did we?
Yes, we did, bro.
She graduated 09?
Yes, but she came in during Katrina.
Oh shit! So she from New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, I don't remember no Very Special.
Yes, yo, bruh.
Yeah. That would have had a very special memory in the back of my head.
She probably went back to New Orleans.
Shit.
She ain't gonna listen to this shit. I know that for a fact. So
God bless her. Shout out to you, Very Special.
It's it's people I know that got some fucked up names, but they probably my friends on Facebook, so I'm not gonna say it.
You still popping regardless, so you gonna get a trillion likes for regardless.
You'd be surprised.
Shit. Bro, I'm not even gonna get on Facebook because niggas don't fuck with me on there. They definitely don't.
I'm done, yo. That was a good Inuyasha. That was a really good look, bro.
Inuyasha was heat. Because that's when I think I started kind of advancing because Inuyasha was probably the first anime that I realized that okay, there's a dubbed and a sub to this, and Inuyasha had different arcs to it that you kind of like peeped when you get older. I think Inuyasha I started fucking with heavy when I was an early teenager, so 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there.
And it's crazy because I didn't pick up on Inuyasha personally until post college. So we talking about within the last 5 years. Yeah, I was gonna say I caught Inuyasha like within the last 5 or 6 years.
Oh shit.
So that was, but because like I said, I took a hiatus from anime for what the animes that got me back into it. Mm-hmm. Inuyasha ended up being one of the ones that I picked back up, and like I said, my daughter's name is gonna be Kagome if I have one.
Derek
or dog. Or dog. Something. Somebody's name gonna be Kagome.
Derek's definitely not having it. Listen, he's not having it. But yeah, but you just gotta tell him Eli's off the table, so he's
Nigga might mess around and say name our son Eli.
No,
not the way he was talking about signing Nick Foles.
Yeah, no, Derek don't fuck with Eli. He'll name his kid Saquon before he names his kid Kagoya and shit.
I am done, yo. I am done.
No, Inuyasha was definitely.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
I knew you was gonna fuck with it. I was like, let me see if she's gonna have it on her list. But yeah, Inuyasha was a story. He was a half demon. Mom was human. Dad was demon. He was in feudal Japan. So Kagome basically, as I guess co-main character, she would go through a well. A well, yes, yeah, and
pop back up
and pop up in feudal Japan, and back when demons and humans coexisted. And they had their little clique with Kagome, Inuyasha, Moroku, if I remember correctly. He was a pervy nigga. Yeah, Moroku, and then Sango, and then the big tiger thing. Yeah. But no, they were that was a dope story. And then they were always on I guess adventures to kill Naraku. Is it Naraku?
You know what? One of the episodes or a couple episodes that messed me up when he thought it was his mom, but it was really.
Oh yeah.
Like one of those, that man, yo. That's what I say. People don't understand. Anime is so much deeper than just like, okay, you watching it, because when I watch it, I go into a totally different place and I start relating to real life. Yeah. That's just me personally.
Facts.
Yeah, which I think a lot of people who are actually into anime and they think outside the box, they feel that same way.
Facts.
Cause yo, a lot of these mess me up, but when you watch it, that messed me up. I was like, oh, what did it do? I was in there. I was like, I can't watch this no more. Yeah,
Inuyasha was dope because he had a bunch of family drama. You know, Daddy was a super demon. Mom was human. His brother was all demon and did not fuck with that nigga at all. Like
on sight, I'm killing you every time.
Every time we're fighting because Daddy didn't give me the sword that I wanted. He gave it to your ass. Yeah.
Yo, that was a very good episode.
Sesshomaru is he and Sesshomaru was a dope ass character because he hated that nigga Inuyasha, but he eventually befriended that little girl who was human, and he kind of evolved from the shit as well. He was like, all right, well, I'm not gonna just hate humans because this little girl, you know, she's not that bad.
Right.
And that he kind of became better from after it all. But yeah, Inuyasha was dope. It had some good movies.
I haven't seen it.
Had good arcs. Inuyasha got a few movies. What you doing?
No, I just haven't.
Oh, you haven't seen them?
No.
There you go. You wildin'.
Bro, when I say it's so much shit to watch in so little time, I just pray that in this lifetime I can see everything I want to see.
Nay makes me mad because I'll be like, Nay, watch this, and she'll start watching the shit and will not finish it. Bro, if it's longer than 10 episodes, she'll be like, all right, well,
25. I give you 25. You give me 25. You can give me something that's like, you can finish in 25. If I can binge watch it within 2 days, 2 or 3 days, I'm cool. But anything else, I'd be like, yo, I need to know what's gonna happen.
Nay will literally be like, all right, bro, like, we're not done yet. Like, she got the attention span of the goldfish. Like, all right, well, I'm on to the next anime. I feel like it's popping right now. So yeah, Inuyasha I think Inuyasha was 160 episodes. It wasn't a short anime at all.
When I say barely finished it. Barely, like, I'm talking about by the skin of my teeth. I barely finished that one. That's probably the longest one I've watched.
But I don't even think, if I remember correctly, they didn't even finish it.
No, I don't think they finished it either.
Yeah, because I don't think they finished it because they never got that nigga. Like, they never got Naraku. They never defeated that nigga.
Right. Like, so I don't. Yeah. It's just kind of.
I'll have to look into like why they never finished it, but I'm pretty sure they never like finished the series. Like I know they finished the regular series and then they came out with like another arc after the fact, but it still wasn't like an actual ending.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something we had to touch on the next one.
Yeah.
What's your number one though? What's your number one?
Don't worry about my number one. What's your next one? Yeah,
because I pretty much I put Death Note in. It was on Gillian. I didn't want to choose between the two because they both kind of rolled me into where I'm at now within the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay,
but yours is gonna be interesting to me because this nigga Mike is like A1 when it comes to the anime, so he always put me on.
Will
so
you stop putting these high expectations on me?
I would love to hear what his number one is.
Niggas will flame me, so. I don't.
But you know I got backdoor if they do. That's
true. And they don't play. All right, bet. So, my number one.
Drum roll.
Shit, man. Hey, chill. All right. My number one, which I thought I had saved on my phone. Now I can't even remember because we about 2 bottles of mimosas in.
And it's nighttime.
It definitely is. All right. So my number one I'm going to roll with for, mind you, this is just anime that
put us on.
It wasn't like...
This isn't a top 5.
This isn't
a goat list. This ain't a goat list.
This honestly probably isn't on my top 15 if I'm being honest with myself. But I fuck with it because it definitely put me on. So my number one, which is slept on a lot, is Tenchi Muyo. Did you ever know Tenchi?
No.
All right,
no.
bet. So let me paint this picture for you. All right, so Tenchi, this is one of those, and I feel ashamed to say this, but this is one of those harem kind of animes where the main character is a guy named Tenchi, and he was surrounded by this whole bunch of women, and all the characters was after his ass.
Like the big titty anime.
Actually,
normal?
no. There was no absurd anime titties in this anime from what I can remember. If there was, I don't remember. I'm strictly going off the story. But no, Tenchi was like a regular dude, and he ended up being cool with a bunch of women, one of which was a space pirate named Ryoko, who was literally a space pirate, and she stumbled across this nigga, and she had hands. And anyway, and so they all ended up living together. He wasn't trying to like be with none of them, but they was all after his ass. But the reason why I put it at number one was because it was this drop. I think Tenchi Muyo dropped in, let me see, 94.
Ooh.
Yeah, 94. It was one of those early ones on Toonami, and it's one of the ones where I couldn't stop watching it. Like, it was cool. It wasn't no perverted shit going on or nothing like that, but it was just some shit that I just really enjoyed watching. And so, yeah, I mean, Ryoko, Kashima, Hayashi, there's a lot of dope characters. There's a lot of spinoffs on the anime as well. So Tenchi Muyo isn't the only one. They also came out with like Tenchi the movie, Tenchi Muyo in Love, Tenchi Forever, Tenchi in Tokyo. It was a lot of Tenchi's shit. But yeah, I fuck with that nigga though. I don't know why. I really can't explain.
It's on Crunchyroll, ain't it?
It has to be. If it's not on Crunchyroll, I'm sure it's on Funimation. I'm sure it's on VRV. It's on one of those.
I need some free.
All of them free.
Or shit, I was paying for Crunchyroll.
Oh well, no, get your ass
I wish I could see his face. His face was like, "Bitch, what?"
No,
like,
I'll be damned. Like, no.
Well, I was paying for Crunchyroll until about 6 months ago. I was like, y'all gonna have to fade that. No, I'm not finna pay y'all this $6-7. That's a Whataburger meal.
No, real shit. And we respect our Whataburger here in
the great state of Texas.
Yeah. No, Look, Tenchi's on Funimation. Yeah, which is free. It has ads, so you got to deal with a minute ad halfway through. Which I'll do that shit for free.
Right.
I do. Yeah. All the Tenchis are on here. Yeah. So.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. So no, Tenchi was one of the ones I really enjoyed as a kid. I really can't explain to you why. Yeah. He wasn't fucking with Ryoko's crazy ass, but she wanted his ass. But other than that, it was
like
cool.
Real life. See, and again, I referenced that earlier in the podcast, but to bring it back up, a lot of these animes touch on real life if you have the mental capacity to open your mind to it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, it really, like, it hits you like, dang, like, I feel like I'm kind of going through that, or I've seen that, or like, this could happen, or like, that's a scenario in my life right now.
Yes.
This is what it is.
Yes, Tenchi taught me it's okay to curve women, all right? It's okay to say no, all right? You don't deserve me, all right?
Muff.
You don't deserve me, all right? I'm a wholesome man, and I don't want your filthy hands on me, okay?
These thottish women.
I'm trying to go to church. I don't need this, all right? Tenchi was cool, especially when I was a young teenager. But yeah, that was my number one. But yeah, that was it. It was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and I think this is a great podcast for our first one.
Oh yeah. I think we're doing
really
good.
dope.
You know, we an hour in, like, you know,
that's perfect.
We told ourselves that we would try to keep our podcast maybe from 45 minutes to an hour in. So this is perfect. Like, I feel like you're really learning about us as you hear me and Senae interact with each other. And this is literally how we talk all the time.
All the time, even with our other friends.
Yes.
So what you see is, or what you hear is what you get. I should say.
Yes. Yes.
So before we close it down, again, you can definitely find our anime group on Facebook, Blanime, BLAMINE.
There it is.
Don't Eat the Cake Anime, which is I don't know who came up with that. Maybe
that was definitely you.
I don't know if I came up with that because I can't rhyme. So I really think Austin did that.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna give him credit right now. So when he listens to this,
shout out to
know
Austin.
that you got your credit for this. Again, Twitter account is at Blanime Podcast.
Yes.
Our individual Twitter accounts, unbotherable _, but where the L is, it's one.
Yeah, no underscore, just unbotherable.
Oh yeah, because the underscore one got erased.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Yeah, hey Jack, I got beef with you, Jack. No, yeah, unbotherable with the one instead of an L at the end.
And then mine is _SENAE.
And our ads are under the Blanime Podcast. What's it called? Bio. So they're in the bio. So yeah, you don't necessarily have to type it out. Just type in Blanime Podcast and you'll see our stuff.
And you'll see us, and you'll see the cool, awesome, amazing artwork for our podcast cover. That shit is great.
Yes.
If you've never seen an anime character with a fro or an anime character with a bald head and a beard that's a person of color, you'll see it on our shit. So
yes, I forgot our artist's name, but I appreciate him or her. I think it was because I when we requested it, we didn't like I don't she had an anime character as her or he or she had her anime character as their display picture. So I don't know the sex of the person that did our picture, but yeah, we paid for it. So yeah, but yeah, they did an amazing job.
Greatness.
And we love it, and we'll probably
use them more again for something else.
Yes, we'll probably, season 2 we might drop a new cover. So yeah, but no, we love that person. Yes, follow us on Blanime Podcast. Follow us on Facebook at Blanime Don't Eat the Cake Anime. Follow our personal pages. If you fuck with us, retweet us. We're definitely gonna tweet out a link to the podcast. We're gonna try to get on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spotify, and
if y'all niggas is listening to R. Kelly, you can listen to us.
Oh, these niggas really.
Cause, I mean, it's true. If y'all can do that,
these niggas are really streaming Tuxedo R. Kelly, and the
nigga that look like the dude off Sailor Moon.
I'm fucking
Tuxedo. That's what he's talking about.
I'm mad all over again.
It all goes together, bro.
This nigga's nasty.
If you're uncomfortable with what we're talking about, I'm sorry, because this is just how it is all the time. This is really how it is.
Niggas is nasty, man. I can't. I really can't.
Yo.
I can't. But yeah, but yeah, thank you guys so much. This is the first episode. We will try to what we gonna do Mondays. We gonna drop.
I think we're gonna drop on Mondays. That's what we were saying, but unless there's another day, I mean, you can listen at any time. But I think dropping on Mondays is pretty cool. Start your week off, with, like you said, some hot takes, some everyday information about.
I'll tell you what we gonna do. I'm gonna tweet out and I'm gonna put it in the Facebook group as well. I'm gonna ask, I'm gonna do a poll for what day would they prefer us to drop. That way we can kind of make sure we drop consistent. It on stay consistent and drop it on the day that the majority of the group would prefer. So my original thing was Monday. It's the beginning of the week. Niggas want to drive to work and listen, or they want to listen to us at work, or whatever the case may be. You're a student, whatever. But I'll ask and see what people prefer for their podcast to drop, so they can listen to, so we can make it easier for people to listen and tune in.
10-4. I'm with it.
Cool. So. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you guys so much. This is our first episode of many, and we're trying to be consistent and drop every week.
So y'all tune in as we we drop them.
Yes, as our Twitter page grows, I think we're at 271 followers. We're trying to get that shit to 1,000.
Yes, I didn't get that many on my first 2 years of Twitter.
Listen, I've been putting in overtime trying to make sure we get a following going. So I'm done with you, Nate. Well, yeah, hey, thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all tuning in to us, and we will talk to you next week. Okay.
Bye.
Peace out.